Fantastic. Thank you very much, Sarah Black. Great to hear some of your what's-ons. Loads. If you're inspired, don't forget you can tweet us at Made in Bristol TV, #The Source. Now, moving on. When I get an email that asks me to come and look at somebody's sausage, I might think twice about opening it. But in this case, they had a cool name, so I gave them the benefit of the doubt. It is Sausagenius, and I'll start off with talking to you, Matt. Hello, Matt.
Hiya, how you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. Those herbs smell amazing.
Yes, they're from the allotment. Yes, the sage, freshly chopped. It's going to be in our pepper pig sausage today.
How delicious.
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about the company, because obviously you got in touch with us here on The Source, and it's a kitchen sort of operation at the moment. Tell me a little bit about how you started.
Well, my mate Johnny has been producing sausages for a while, and I had some a while back, and they were amazing. I knew I had to get on board. And at a poker night, we had an idea of coming up with the name Sausagenius, because Johnny is the genius at making sausages. And I looked online, I couldn't find any reference to it, so I bought the domain names, thought the logo, the branding, and thought, right, let's make this happen.
Nice.
And,
so it was a light bulb moment.
It was a light bulb moment. I built the website so people could buy the sausages online. We do a lot of sales to some restaurants and cafes around Bristol, and we're looking to do more.
Yeah.
And we're looking at doing a lot of the festivals this year as well. So
I see.
onwards and upwards.
What is it about sausages that you love then?
Well, the sausages that we make have just got the best ingredients. Pork belly and pork shoulder are the only bits that we use. We use fresh herbs from the allotment, and also the secret ingredient is the sourdough breadcrumbs that Johnny makes in his kitchen. Yes.
With a very special starter. I'll talk to him about that in just a moment. Good. So you're sort of helping out at the moment?
I am indeed, yeah. Just chopping up some herbs while Johnny does the meat.
All right then. All right, Matt, I think I'm going to go over and talk to the genius, if I can disturb him while he works. Hello there. Hi, Johnny.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Busy,
okay, I don't need to, he's got his own microphone on. I don't need to do that. Now, where are we at here with the sausages?
We're just cutting up the pork at the moment. So as Matt was saying, we just use pork shoulder and just pork belly. Sausages are quite famous for having some rather unsavoury cuts in them. Your average supermarket sausage, but we just use outdoor bred British meat, locally sourced as possible.
Great.
No preservatives, no rubbish at all.
Really? So none of the sort of nitrates or that kind of thing?
Nothing whatsoever, no.
Okay.
No, the sausages will last about a week on their own, you don't need that.
That's good to know. I mean, and it's important, isn't it? Because obviously we buy these things from the supermarket and we don't really know what's gone into them. Obviously there was the horse meat scandal a couple of years ago, so it's become more important. I think people are more interested in knowing where their meat comes from.
Absolutely. People are more interested in the provenance. I picked up a pack of sausages last week in the supermarket that said 32% meat, and that just blows my mind. Ours are at least 95%.
Wow.
And we do only use the sourdough breadcrumbs to bulk them out. There's none of that rusk, which is kind of cardboard, really.
Now I hear that your sourdough breadcrumbs are rather special. What's so special about them?
They are rather special. They're all fermented overnight, but the sourdough starter that I use is about 180 years old. I started 180 years old. Wow. Yes, I learned how to make bread under the tutelage of a very nice guy, a guru called Clive Mellom, up in Frampton upon Severn Shipton Mill, and he got this sourdough starter from his mentor, who was a Flemish chap who came over from Belgium last century, and he's just kept feeding it. And
that's amazing.
It is amazing. It's a bit like having a pet you don't want to kill, though, so you have to remember to feed it every day.
Yeah. Oh, that's really special. Well, Garrett, that's lovely to know that so much, history is also going into your sausages.
Absolutely.
Now, you don't sound like a Bristol man.
I'm not. I'm Newcastle originally, but I've lived in Bristol for 11 years now, and both my boys were born here, so I guess I am naturalised now. Yeah,
and you're here in Knoll, and what is it about the sort of the Bristol scene, the food scene, that you think that you're inspired by?
I think there's just the people like good food here. We're surrounded by countryside where there's good produce coming from. I think people, as you say, are getting more knowledgeable and more interested in the provenance. There's a lot of good festivals over Bristol. Summer's just packed with things to do, and I think that's the ideal market for us, really.
Great, good. All right, I'm going to get out of your way, and or maybe I'm going to help. I'm not quite sure, and let you make some sausages, and then we're going to have the joy of tasting them at the end of the show. But for now, I'll leave you to make them.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks very much.
Bangers and mash, me mother used to make. Bangers and mash, minestrone. Bangers and mash, macaroni. Give us a bash at the bangers and mash, me mother used to make.
Eat your tagliatelle, Joe.
That's all I've heard for years.
Eat your vermicelli, Joe.
It's coming out me ears.
You've got to finger
It's got to slide through my hand.
That's it, yeah.
Well, then give us a bash at the bangers and mash me mouth.
Perfect.
Do I have to move my hands?
You just got to stop the skin coming off too quickly. That's the main thing.
I'm not sure what I'm doing. I can see why you're the genius at this.
There we go.
I think,
That's it, yeah.
I think I'm going to hand it back to the genius.
Okay, yeah. Stick to TV
I think
presenting.
I'll stick to eating them and TV presenting, yeah. I'll have that bit.
Bangers and mash.
Tagliatelle.
Bangers and mash.
A vermicelli.
Give us a bash at the bangers and mash me mouth. I used to mash.
Now that is looking like a fine set of bangers there, Matt.
Thank you very much.
They are looking amazing now. I wasn't quite sure during the making process, but they're looking familiar now. Join us for part 2. I'll be tasting some of these lovely sausages, and we'll be down with Sky Kong Kong and the Mighty Food Fight to hear about their Korean banquet that's happening this week. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.